Many of you already know that Swarna is one of my favorite speakers because she can get up and just take control. She just has mastery of her topic. And this was an unusual speech because not only was the purpose to entertain and to tell a story, but she did it as an impromptu speech. This was not planned. She came up and just told the story. And so I'm always immensely impressed with that because I'm not sure that I could ever do that. Part of the purpose is to entertain us. How do we know? Because people were laughing. And I saw that all eyes were attuned to her and that nobody ever looked bored. Swarna, one of the things you do is you pace, and it's very slow, but it's steady. So you used movement, and part of it was when you were talking about the people walking to the pond, and you're walking, but there was no separation between your slow pacing and walking, but then you very effectively used, touching the water and then shivering. And then also when you talked about the jester who was cooking and the pot, the reason it didn't cook, of course, was because the pot was so high, and that was excellent gestures. What I was going to say also that I loved about your story is that the story was alchemical because the jester, who's normally a jokester, really became the sage in your story. And I think that's what you were trying to say. But the real goal is to entertain us, and I think you did a very nice job. One of the things that I enjoy about you, and I think it's different than a lot of other people, is you have a very low-key style, but it's a very smooth style. I think of your voice as caressing. So your stories move along, they're very smooth, and they just somehow feel smooth and caressing me, and I'm just drawn in. I want to hear more. You just keep me enthralled without it being a high energy thing, but it's just right there in the heart. And that is something I really appreciate. I love the description of the crows. That was to me, one of the funniest parts of the story, and I think other people were laughing. The sage, the jester came up with so many impromptu, different answers, and I always wish that I could do the same thing. So all in all, I would say that as a speaker, you have a lot of vocal variety. You used gestures. It was a great story. I loved it because I didn't know what to expect. And as I said, I really love to listen to you. Thank you.